I just got a notification on my phone. I don't know if we're still recording. Regardless, hello, empowerment community. This is Coach Stephanie, and this is your weekly dose of empowerment in just 10 minutes or less, designed to help you feel stronger, more focused, and ready to take on whatever comes your way. All right, guys. So this episode's going to be a lot different than what I'm used to. I actually have two guests with me. I haven't really done any guests on my podcast at all. So the fact that I have like two of you at the one time is like getting two done at once. I feel like it's going to be the beginning of doing many guests on the podcast. So I'm super excited. I have Trey Morelock with me, who's a real estate agent with our
Realty
one. Okay, Realty one, and I have Monica Lovato. You're with R1 also?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're both with R1. Um, Two very, very amazing souls right next to me. I'm super excited to ask them the same three questions. And so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Monica, you're going to answer the first question.
Okay.
Can you tell us a pivotal moment in your career? So a moment in your career that kind of like, if you look back, was like changed the trajectory of where you could have gone and where you are now.
Ooh. Okay. Well, I've done real estate full time for 28 years. And I would say that the moment that it changed when the market was tanking around 2008. And at that time, I was selling wedding dresses, working at a bar, and doing real estate to make it. And a friend of mine was offered a job at Pulte Homes. And he's like, I don't want to go work for corporate, but my friend Monica, she needs a job. So I went and interviewed, and they hired me, and they sent me to Santa Fe. And I loved it there. And I loved helping the local people who they could qualify, and um, making those changes
Mm-hmm.
of not just being stuck in that and going and working for a new builder um, changed my life. Yeah, and I'm very grateful for that time.
That's amazing. All right, Trey.
Pivotal moment in my career. There's
Yeah.
been a lot. Um, I think more recently, I had a listing appointment, and it was with this most adorable older man.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very sweet, sweet older man and his son. And we were looking at the house and trying to figure out, well, what could we sell it for? He's lived there his whole life, and the house wasn't in the best shape. And it was in a neighborhood that if it was just a little bit better, it would have got so much more.
Yeah.
It would have done so much better. So instead of just selling the house as it was, we worked it out so that I invested a little bit of money into it, and we remodeled the whole house.
Wow.
And I was so fortunate that I was in a place where I could do that.
Yeah.
And of course, I didn't charge them any interest or anything like that. And so we fixed up the house, and then we were able to split the profits.
Mm-hmm.
So it got him a lot more.
Yeah.
Than, because in this neighborhood, the way the buyers were, it was like it had to be ready, lived in, and it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't there. So we were able to get it to a place that it just did so much better. It sold in like 2 days.
Yeah.
Whereas before we would have been hoping for maybe 60 days.
Wow.
And maybe hoping for a low ball investor.
Right. Can I ask you, was he moving into an assisted living?
He was moving in with his son. It was time to downsize.
Yeah.
And there was, some financial obligations and things like that. And he's going into like, this is the last one.
Yeah.
But we were able to take a really sad, it could have been a really sad, frustrating situation, and it made it awesome.
Yeah.
We were able to hire local contractors, so we gave out more work.
Yeah.
And just it was win 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 win. Even the buyer, it was a VA loan. It was a
Yeah.
disabled buyer, and he was a disabled veteran too. And
Oh, I love that.
it was awesome. So that was pivotal because it made me realize that what we do and how we view things just ripples through the entire community.
It does.
Even when it's just a little tiny, sometimes it's something small and insignificant.
To us, we might think
Yeah.
it's small and insignificant, but
Yeah.
something like that probably changed his whole life.
Their whole world
Yeah.
changed, both of him and his son, because
Right.
now his son didn't have to worry so much about making sure to
Mhm.
use that retirement to try and pay this bill and shuffle this bill, and
Right.
everything got paid off. They got some decent cash. They were able to go on a vacation. It was cool.
Nice. Okay. Cool. All right. Question number 2. Monica. Actually, Trey, do you want to answer this one first?
Okay.
Here we go. Yeah, let's do that.
I like my prep time.
Your prep time? Monica, you can fly out at your waist. Do you want to answer it, or you ready for
ready. Let's go.
hot fire? Okay.
Let's go.
What mindset would you attribute your success in your career? Can you tell me about the mindset that's required to be successful in this field?
I am the most successful when I practice gratuity. The more grateful I am, and the more that I open my mind and try not to be jaded,
Mm-hmm.
the better I am, the more success I end up with. Because when I'm grouchy, I attract grouchy people.
Mm-hmm. Well, the universe just mirrors what it is,
It
right?
really
And
gives you
so-
what you put out, you really get back. And sometimes I learned that when you're putting it out, if you're not putting out what you want, you're gonna get it.
Mhm.
And it's not pleasant sometimes. So the best, when I feel the best, even if I'm not making money, if I'm grateful, at least I feel good.
Right. Yeah.
At least I feel good.
All
And
right.
to stop working for money too.
Okay. All right, Monica.
Okay, will you tell me the question again?
Yes. What mindset would you attribute the success that you've had in your career to?
Ooh. Well, a lot of what Trey says, it's so about gratitude, and also that I really feel that I am just the catalyst. I am the facilitator. And that is my job for my buyers and sellers, that I work on my craft, that I know my inventory, I know the purchase agreements, and we do all the hard stuff up front, because you're not doing this every day. You're not buying and selling a house every day.
Mhm.
So it's scary. I mean, you're really looking at your hierarchy of needs, and whether you're moving into an apartment or what have you, moving from your shelter is really scary. So the more that I can empower them, the more that they can make really empowering decisions. And I truly believe that the house finds that person, like you were talking about your story. And I really believe that the universe provides. And so, because you would think that buying and selling a home, oh, this is happy, this is joyous. But the reality of it is that 8 out of 10 times it's not. It's a divorce. Someone's died. They're moving into assisted living. And the more that I can not be, that I need to be empathetic, but I need to make sure that I give them those tools to make it from point A to point B. And yeah, of course, have some fun. But so that's really where my mindset of just being that facilitator and that catalyst and knowing my craft.
Okay. That's a great answer. Good answer, guys. All right, last question, and I'll have you answer this last question. What would you tell your younger self now, and what do you want to tell your older self now? So your past self and then your future self.
Well, I go back to that younger self that my dad worked for the newspaper, so every day he'd come home and I'd open up the real estate section, and I shared a house with my or a room with my sister until I was 17. And so but my
True,
mom
I'm getting out of here.
Yeah. But my mom said, "Oh, well, if we found another house, maybe we'd move." And so I would like look at those. "Oh, mom, what's a gazebo?" Like,
You're not even asking for a lab or a poodle or a Dachshund. You're like, can we get a new house, please?
Well, I've always had dogs, so that was a
Mhm.
given. But yeah, so I'd go back and tell her, "Hey, you know what? You're gonna have your own room someday, um, and you're gonna do really well with your craft."
Hmm.
And then my older self,
Yeah.
I'd tell her, "Eat more protein."
Oh my
Like, go
God.
eat some-
Drink your water.
Yeah. Stop drinking all that sangria. You know,
You would not tell your older self
No.
that. You
No,
would pour her a
don't give-
glass.
don't give yourself such a hard time for drinking sangria. That's
Yes.
probably yeah.
Right.
No, you know, I'm on track, but yeah.
Okay. So give yourself grace for your older self is what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Trey. What would you like to tell your younger self? And what would you like to tell your older self from today?
I think I would probably tell them both the same.
Oh.
Because sometimes you need to remind yourself, and it's just that it's not that important. All of it is really not that important. It always works out the way it's supposed to work out. Sometimes we don't get to know what that is. And that's hard.
Yeah.
And that's what I'd have to tell my older self is that I don't know why, but it'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
My younger self, no one cares as much as you do about this situation. Chill out. It'll be fine.
Okay.
They're all worried about themselves just as much as you're worried about yourself.
That's true. Yeah.
But either way, it's chill out. It'll be fine.
Okay. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you when I see you, how I see you. Until next time, bye for now.